Right. Because I have that mic muted. How we doing? How's everybody going? Last few fleeting moments before the summer starts. I hope we're all doing okay, though. Enjoying or before the summer ends, I should say. We're just going to hang out today. We're going to practice some trombone. Nothing crazy. Community orchestra wanted me to audition to them, and they want me on both tuba and tuba and trombone, but they said I could just audition on trombone, and that's going to be enough. So we're going to do that. So I got 3 excerpts I got to practice. We're going to get them on to the desktop here in a second. I am going to probably stand behind me. I'm probably going to stand to practice these excerpts. We'll see. Yeah, already 4 of you all hanging out in here today. Hope everything's going all right. Hope you're enjoying your week so far. All right, trombone excerpts, we got them. Perfect. Get them over. And then I got to start filming for this week's video. Should be coming out hopefully soon. I haven't played trombone yet today. I've played a lot of Euphonium earlier this morning, and I worked at a camp on Euphonium, but where do I get to go to? I can grab my chat. So the next video, if you haven't done so already, make sure open in web browser. There we go. Now we got the right thing. Yeah, so if you haven't done so already, make sure you head over to the Discord and join the chat. Right now, the question of the day for that chat is the Pete, the P-E-T-E, the Warburton Pete, is it too much? Is it too expensive? They have it listed on their website at $50. You can get it for less in multiple places. Getting back into shape after about a month off of vacation. Hey, Ben, how's it going? Hope you are enjoying getting back into shape. What are you doing? What are you doing to get yourself back into the swing of things? Where's my pee? What did I do with it? I had one, I swear. I did a whole video on it and everything. Oh, I bet you it's actually in my case because I used it recently. I was using it while I was on vacation. Yeah, just because of the nature of trombone, I guess I could probably go to the side and practice. I guess I would work out okay. I would just move my camera. Doop, boop. Yeah, I could just move it this way. Wrong way. I could just move it this way. And we could just practice like that. We'll probably do that. Reggie? Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll give it about like 12 more minutes before we start actually practicing. Give people a chance to get in here. Actually, I have the thumbnail, I think. No, I don't. I'll go ahead and post the thumbnail on Instagram. Get some of those people. Also, how y'all liking this this Persona music? Been replaying some Persona recently, though I'm kind of like jumping between a bunch of games. I don't know if you've all ever done that. So I'm like actively playing one game, which is Persona 5, but I'm like slightly playing a few other games that I'm trying to platinum. Long tones and range things, and then some rest and looking at etudes and pieces. Nice. Solid plan. Yeah, man, when I was it was funny, when I was in community college, we had a bunch of, because it's community college, so it was like a lot of non-majors and minors and stuff like that. People who weren't like, not to say the most dedicated, but like it wasn't like their thing, you know what I mean? And I swear, especially the trumpets, they would literally at the like 2 weeks before summer started, they would just do like 8 days of the Arbin slur couple of pages that they have. and they would just do that for like an hour a day and just get their chops back in shape. I don't know if that was the best idea, but they did it and it worked for them. So, you know, maybe download. Oh, and then I can we'll do that. But I'm sure you had also a very nice and restful vacation, which is sometimes more helpful for our playing than just flat out pounding our head against the wall playing. Let me grab this link. Oh, hey, man. Hey, Steve. I'm sorry I'm not playing any Jumpman for you today. But I appreciate you coming by and saying hi. We're in the just chatting portion of what will become the trombone nightmare. So I'm not a actual trombone player. I pretend to be one sometimes, and I'll be getting some trombone stuff ready, and using you guys to keep me distracted. So that's why I do these streams. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, or if you don't know him, friend of the channel, Parasite Steve has a TikTok. Or not TikTok, sorry. Well, he does have a TikTok, but has a Twitch. I haven't figured out how to do shoutouts on YouTube yet. It's a little weird. Sorry, Steve. But go to his YouTube, say hi. Leave a subscribe, especially if you like some. Oh. I was gonna say, does it not give me the link? Especially if you like some Mario. He's your guy. He does all that like crazy, like, cause you do like modded content, right? Like it's not you're not playing vanilla Super Mario. If I could just get this on my Instagram, I'll stop looking at my thing here. Story. Boop, boop. Live now. And link. Boop. Paste. Done. All right, just want to get this onto the Instagram. Here's some people hanging out. There we go. Yeah, I've already been started teaching some marching camp stuff, which has been fun. All right, let's get this mic. This mic's gonna have a lot of fun today. Ah! We can move the trombone over. Okay. There's the man of the hour. I also need my Lafreak really quick. Do you play the same rim size on trombone and euphonium? No. I play a 4 on trombone, and I play a 3 on euphonium. Also, Low Brass, how you doing? Also, friend of the channel. If you guys have not already, you should go over to his YouTube and watch some much more trombone playing than I'm going to perform for you today. Yo, what's crazy is, Wick sent me all of their, they sent me stuff, and I have, like, this cornucopia of mouthpieces now for my students to try. Just like office versions of stuff. Go figure, when my students have products to try, they buy stuff. But it was crazy there for a while. I was playing on each instrument a different type of mouthpiece. So I play a Heritage on this. I was playing an Ultra on the Euphonium, and I was playing a classic on the E flat. That's not happening anymore. I've moved back. I was playing the Tyndall, moved to the classic, and then now I'm going back to the Tyndall. But I need my Lafreak, which are in the other room, so I'm gonna have to go grab that at some point. When you're playing tenor, what size mouthpiece do you normally play on? Hold on, I'm gonna grab that stuff really quick. I'll be right back. Oh, that didn't shut all the way. Ah! Ugh. Have you ever tried Giddings and Webster mouthpieces? I have. I've tried them. I'm actually friends with Dan, one of their reps. He's a good friend of mine. I've tried them. They're solid mouthpieces. I really liked, for a while, I liked the Brandon Jones, though Homeboy's in a little bit of trouble right now, so I don't know if we talk about him. But I liked that mouthpiece for a while. And there was somebody else who had one that I liked that was okay. I've never like exclusively played on them, but I think they're great. The stainless steel is also really nice for people who have allergies. For sure. I might do a flow study to start things off with before we get like rolling on trombone. You all know what I mean? You know. Actually, yeah, let me go ahead and prepare that. Just to get my face started on trombone a little bit. Have not played trombone at all today. I have been playing it a lot the past 2 days. I've been playing trombone in for a while, hanging out at a. I've been hanging out at a high school for marching band purposes. You know, y'all know how it is this time of year. Where are the flow studies? I've got them in here somewhere. Yeah, I play all exclusively Dennis Wick right now, but that doesn't mean I'm not friends or, you know, don't have my students try out some other things. I try my best. Like, people think, especially because I make content, and I don't know if Low Brass, you would agree with me on this one, or anybody who's like an artist or anything, but I think that people think like, oh man, they must pay you so much money to only say nice things about them. And it's like, no. Like, I mean, I'm an artist for a company, but like, it's not like, you know, of course I love my Courtois, but like, that doesn't mean if you play a Shires, like, I think that was like the worst call ever. We're all different people, you know? I gotta catch up to chat. I feel like I still don't know what size fits me best. I use 5 for solo tenor, 4 for orchestra tenor, and Youth I'm thinking about switching. Ooh, spicy. What are you thinking about switching to? 4 is kind of the go. That's what Steven plays on. I think that's what Dave plays on. And I know that's what I tried Glenn's mouthpiece at IET, and he was saying he was playing on a 4. So I think most people use a 4. I know Demondre uses a 3. I use a 3, but I also don't have like the smallest lips. I have the Kadja, nailed it, model 5G style. Nice. Do you have that in any like of their special finishes or anything like that? I don't want the selected study. Where's y'all? Do I not have? Pager. Wait a minute. I'm Dennis Wick pays your mortgage? I must be doing something wrong. Stainless steel. Nice. Yeah, I definitely like there's also a brand, unfortunately entitled, their brand is Brand. But there's a brand of mouthpieces called Brand Mouthpieces, and they do plastic mouthpieces, and they're like plastic recreations of some popular styles of mouthpieces. And they're really good for people with allergies. Actually, that could be a video. Dang it. I gotta do that. Dennis Wick pays my mortgage. About to get heated. When did Persona 5 have this baby making music in there? You hear this? I do have to play a trombone solo for this audition. I'm not sure what I'm going to play yet. I have to decide on that. I'll probably practice that on stream next week. What on earth file did I just grab? Hey, my Nightbot's finally working. What are you? The Breathing Book. We're going to do the last thing on it. All right. Now that the baby making music's gone, we're going to end the lo-fi. And we're going to switch over to practicing. Goodbye, lo-fi. All right, let's make sure that this is working. So y'all should, oh my God, if I'm overblowing that. I didn't mean to come in hot like that. Okay, cool, that's for this. Yeah, that's for the trombone. It's also going to be a problem because I have to be further away from the stand than I would like to be to stay on camera. And let's switch to, all right, you all might see yourselves for a second. It's going to be awkward. I'm so glad that the Nightbot is actually working. I fought forever to try to get that thing to work. Let's switch to practice. Part of my Euphonium mouthpiece issue is having both large shank and medium shank euphoniums. Well, part of that solution would be don't do that. Have all large shank euphoniums. Because it's a flow study, you all might not see this thing the whole way through. Sorry. There's more to the page if I stop playing. Do I want that there, or do I want to put this on the outside? So that way I don't have to deal with it. That feels more cozy. Here, let me know in the chat if, as long as the instrument mic sounds okay. I do worry about y'all being able to see everything, but it'll be all right. All right, so we're going to play a little bit of this here flow study just to get my face going, and then we'll jump into the excerpts. Can't hear me at all. Well, that's unfortunate. Can you hear the, could you all hear the trombone playing? Yeah, all levels on my side are saying everything's okay. But confirm or deny, people in chat. If anything's getting weird, let me know. Also, Guy, how's it going? Hope you're having a good one. So just so we're all aware, the music that you're hearing... Ooh. Just so we all know, so what you're... The music that you're watching, the music that you're seeing, is on the display like right here in front of me, like where my underneath my camera essentially. I'm going to be looking over here because while I'm getting ready for this thing, I'm going to be taking part in excerpts. I'm going to check on YouTube, make sure that everything is being heard. So give me 2 seconds. Oh, you're right. It is muted. I wonder what's going on there. Desktop audio, wavelength. Oh, it's because it's not added in. That would do it. Hopefully that just fixed it. Thanks for the heads up. Guy, hope you're doing okay. And thanks for the thing. Your speaking mic is muted. Thanks, man. I think I just fixed it. There it is. How was the playing? But could you? Yeah, now it's cool. Thanks, man. Hope you're doing all right. How you doing? Thanks for the heads up. For some odd reason, this audio part got decidedly deleted. Hey, how's the? But the playing mic was okay. Looked like it was okay. Yep, I'm gonna do a little bit of this flow study. You're not gonna be able to see the whole thing, and I'm not gonna scroll the whole thing. We're just getting my face ready for some trombone abuse. Woo, all right. Into it a little bit. Do I also play tuba? Also, Mondo, how is it going? Thanks so much for joining us today. Mondo, yeah. Actually, this audition we're getting ready for that I'm taking, they actually want me on both trombone and tuba, but we're going to start with the Hungarian March. But they only need me to audition on trombone. But yeah, actually, I teach tuba and euphonium at the University of Tampa. And I played way more tuba in my doctorate studies than I played euphonium. That degree is kind of a lie. The degree says euphonium. There is no euphonium, or there was very little euphonium. I think I have my doctorate recital where I played a piece on tuba, trombone, euphonium, and baritone, and then I did Carnival of Venice on all 4 instruments. Can you guess which variation for Carnival of Venice I did on trombone? Where due to lack of buttons. All right. Okay, cool. I can bring the stand just a little bit closer to me. So, a lot of these excerpts, I haven't practiced excerpts before. I have played this Hungarian March before. I haven't worked on the Mozart-Requiem, but I know it. Like I've played most of these actually. Like if there's a tuba version of these excerpts that I'm going to be working on this week, I've played the tuba version. I just haven't played the trombone version. So there's a lot of stuff. If you're a valves person and you're like, what do I need to like really pay attention to when I'm doing slide stuff? The number one thing I'm going to be paying attention to today is intonation. I'll get the rhythm stuff pretty quickly. My slide technique's not as bad as other people who play valves and try to play slide. But that said, I'm always worried about intonation. And this is a slightly new trombone to me. I just bought this one a couple months ago. So I'm still kind of learning like exactly where everything is and breaking old habits from a trombone I had for a few years. Yeah. All right. So I already know what I want to practice, so I'm not even going to start the excerpt right away. I know I want to get used to moving through this area right here, just that motion. So I'm going to actually practice this a little bit isolated and a little bit slower. Most people do it around, most people play it around 90. We're going to do at 72 with eighth notes on. You all may hear the metronome. That's what's going on there. Yeah, here we go. You're gonna hear me play this a lot, like just the da 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 dee da. You're gonna hear that a few times, and then I'll go back and I'll do this. I'm not trying to play with too much volume. I'm just getting my arm used to stuff, and then making sure that that low A doesn't suck. So yeah, my fifth position is nowhere near as low as I thought it needed to be. Also, guys, while I'm practicing, feel free to. I can see chat. I'm looking at chat. So if you have questions or anything like that, when I'm in between reps, I will chat with chat. So please do your best to keep me distracted. Don't feel like you're interrupting my chat or anything like that. If I spend extra time practicing on my own, so this is not the only time I'm looking at the excerpts. Some people were like, "Oh, I wanted to ask questions, but I didn't want to interrupt you." I'm here so you interrupt me. So feel free to ask questions or say hi or whatever you need to do. Whatever we can do. Yeah, I'm okay with this section a little bit. I'm gonna move to measure 99, which is the next line there, and just kind of do the same thing I just did, but my trigger's flat. All right, let me catch up to chat here. Curious, what is your valve tuned F or C? I tuned it to the C because I'm gonna sit there the most, even though it's fighting me right now on this low F. Play bass trombone. I think you might be better. Maybe that might be the case, but I've been asked to audition for tenor trombone. Unfortunately. I'm trying to find the button to unmute myself. Yeah, for me, I generally tune to C, but change it to F often for this. It's easy enough to kick for the C and B natural just a hair more than usual. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm discovering here. Again, haven't practiced these excerpts, so we are discovering together. But yeah, I am way undershooting that low F. That's for dang sure. Play 3-valve tenor trombone. It's easier for you too. But they sound like butt. Valvent Valvent trombone. What's the best way to improve slide technique? When I work on it with my students, we do a lot of flow studies and scale studies as well. And we make sure that we get it really nice and crispy slow. A lot of times, what I've noticed, and any of you guys in chat can agree or disagree with me, what I notice a lot of the time is if slide is the problem, or if you feel like slide is the problem, you probably have a lot of tension in your right hand. You're probably actually holding up way too much. You're holding too much of the slide. And then the other part of the problem is air with slide in combination. Right? We've all heard that sixth grader. Right, so each little thing gets its own little air puff. And so what we try to do is make sure that when they're playing, they push the air all the way through. Right, so everything's just moving in one air flow. And doing that slow, because if it sounds really nice and easy slow, and as you start to speed up and speed up and speed up, the slide should start to come with you. For sure. All right. I'm still working on this low F here. I've learned that my E flat is further out than I've ever thought it would be on this horn too. Because still, so many new tendencies with new trombones, and it's a much better trombone than the one I was playing on, and it's like a significant price jump, right? And so I'm working on not fixing a lot of things, which is like the big thing with that F that I'm having a hard time with, is I'm so used to having to bring it so far down with my old trombone that with this one I don't have to, so I'm like overshooting a lot. What model is it? It's not made anymore. So it's a Courtois Legend 410. It's actually a Paris make. Really weird situation. It was a show model, like it was like a floor model, and the store put it away and forgot it existed. And so it's like it was made in 2012, we think, but when I got it, it was still in plastic. Like it was a brand new 2012 instrument purchased in 2023. But yeah, Courtois, but still a Paris make. I don't think it's as good as the German-made Courtois now, but it's definitely better than what I was playing on. Because I was playing and making a lot of money on an intermediate trombone for a while. All right, I've been avoiding getting this last line here intonation wise really good. All this I've been putting it off. Now I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna work on it for a second. Just get that intonation going. We all want nice instruments, but it's all about the player. It is. You're absolutely right. Well, a lot of the time. But the nice horns do stop you from or can help you a lot of ways. Like there's a lot of things you don't have to fight, like what I'm dealing with now. Yay! But it was funny. Like I'm playing with guys who had instruments that were way more expensive than mine, and they were like, "Yeah, what are you playing on?" Yeah, a little $1,200 ditty. No, the only tuba you should play is a Yama York. That's the only tuba you should play. Live in a cardboard box and play a Yama York. Man, it sounds like you guys got some awesome horns. King 608F. And for until you got your Shire's Q series, nice. And your 1240, you guys got some good horns. Yeah, I do find it funny. We all want really nice instruments, but it's all about the player. And Little Brass U has like, he's got like the stockpile. Like I feel like we could just all hang out and just play on all his various different instruments. Hanging out with like 9 tubas, 4 euphoniums. I'm giving you a hard time, man. What I have noticed about this horn, in comparison to other trombones I've played before, is minor changes in the slide position make a gigantic difference, right? So you'll move like that far, not very far at all, and it'll go 30 cents the other way. Which is great, but also I'm used to having to go like that far to make a significant difference, Like I'm used to having to go like a full like half inch to do much of anything. All right. For now, let's move on. Let's go and do some tuba Miriam. All right, I gotta retime the the Nightbot. It's a little too frequent in it. I do think it's funny. You can tell how, this Nightbot is way too frequent. I think it is funny. You can tell that they like it because it's a per service orchestra, and you could tell they like didn't know what to make out of a trombone audition, so they literally gave me like the first thing when you Google like trombone excerpts, it's literally the first thing that pops up. That what is it? That New York, that Carnegie Hall, that Music Institute thing. They literally just sent me this on a PDF and was like, yeah, and do a solo. So you can tell they didn't put much thought into it. So asking all you trombone people in the audience, is it normal to breathe here, or do you just try to crank the whole way through? Because I know it's supposed to be pretty big and bold, even though they give you no information here. But is it normal? I've heard dee da, dee da, dee dee dee, and I've also heard people just play it straight through. Is there a consensus? Yeah, I don't know if I can make it to that B flat all the way through. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to make it all the way through the B flat. Think about being a singer and making it one phrase. All right. All right. Yeah, I guess it is. It's kind of an opera thing in it. What's Mozart? No, he's dead anyway. Okay, I'm absolutely kidding. It's starting to get really hot in my room. I don't know why, but yeah, it's starting to get really crispy in here. That jump for the slot is a little bit bigger on this than it is on the euphonium too. The B flat to C slot, it's a little bit. That's why I keep cracking it. It's a little bit more clean. I'm not gonna. My euphonium's already in its bag, right? But because I'm going somewhere tonight. Uh, but yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot bigger of a jump. That's B flat to C on this trombone. Might be on just on trombone in general. That's the other thing too. Is like what you like. I don't get to practice this instrument very often, so it's like every single time it's like, oh yeah, this is where these things go. You know, like I play with my students a lot of time, but you know, they're the hardest thing. I have a couple high schoolers who are doing like the all state stuff, but it's all you know stuff we've all played. You know, and if they're doing solos and stuff, it's stuff that I'm pretty familiar with, so I don't get to like practice like the trombone like this very often. So it's fun. You know, what other professional musician do you know that puts all of his dirty laundry out there for y'all to see on live stream? I think my face just really wants that to be a whole step. Booty boo. I really want. I just want that to be an A natural. I just keep fighting it. That's a me thing. Woo, it's getting crunchy or crispy in here. That it is. I'm going to run out of water here in a second. Ugh. It's fun. I haven't gotten a chance to like really comb over this thing. It's interesting though. I do feel like right here, that G to A flat is fighting me like crazy. You know? Hold up. Ew, my ear cups are like moist. What? Just for fun, I'm curious if I discover the same problem on the euphonium. Who'd have thought? Guy who has his doctorate degree on euphonium, struggling to play. Don't tell the actual trombone players. I'll be a laughing stock. Did playing it on the euphonium help me? Well, the good thing is, I do think I got way more comfortable with that music today, right? Obviously, it's nowhere near where I want it to be or where I would audition for it to be, you know? But it is way better than it was. Keep in mind, I've never played these things, you know? We're learning together. But I think that's all the practice I'm going to do today. Oh, let's fix the camera. Just chat for a little bit while we wind things up. Thanks for joining me on my practice session, y'all. I appreciate you. Tomorrow, we'll be doing a preparing for auditions masterclass. I'm going to be leaning more towards the trombone practice is pain. Listen, it was. Doug, how you doing today? Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, I'm going to be talking on. I'm going to be talking about preparing for auditions. I'm mostly going to be thinking about the college route. I think that's where most of my demographics are looking at, not necessarily like, not necessarily like professional auditions, though a lot of those, same skills. And we're going to really be focusing in on, like, I'm going to give you how I go about, like, when I've got, this audition's for a local per service orchestra, and they asked me an audition, so I pretty much figure I'm in. Obviously, I'll take it seriously and all that stuff, but it's not the same way that I would be auditioning if I were to say auditioning for, like, the President's Own or something like that. But we'll be talking about, and especially the mental mindset about that and getting mentally ready for what you're going to have to do. Because I have a lot of students who come in and, they're not dressed properly. Not that I weigh that too much, but I do think about it. And I'm sure, Doug, you can attest to this as well, teaching at the university level. So you have like students who just quite aren't, they don't make themselves look psychologically prepared. Like they don't seem like to have a maturity level by accident, and it's not because that's not who they are. Slam those beta blockers and go to town. Yo, I've never done them, and at this point I'm kind of afraid. KVK, the percussion instructor, Kevin Von Kampen, the percussion instructor at USF, he did a marimba solo with the Florida Wind Band, which is like a per service wind band that I play with. And he did a solo, and then I did a solo after that. So we're standing there backstage, and he pops them, and he's like, "You ever do drugs?" I was like, "No." He goes, "You wanna?" And he was handing me a fistful of these things. Yeah, I'd never done them. It's not a me thing. But man, a lot of people would be in shambles without them. Oh, I've got to message you. A certain school asked for my CV today. Not one of the ones we talked about I don't think. I think you brought it up. You would be in shambles. It's bad. Oh no. So that's the thing, and it's so crazy because I feel like even when I was coming up in music world, in undergrad and stuff like that, people were smack talking them. They were just saying negative things about, and you're not a real musician if you make an audition with it and blah, blah, blah. I don't feel that way. I don't if you need it and it's going to help you, then go for it. But a lot of people get weird. Or at least old people. I don't think anybody my age or even younger is going to care. You know what I don't want to do today? I don't want to teach this trombone lesson I've got coming in at 6. Rising 8th grader. And he's a sit and get. If you have any students still watching live, never be a sit and get student. Sit and get students are some of the worst students you can be. Sit and get. Sit and give me what I need. The kind of guys who sit down for the lesson and go, teach me. What do you want to get good at? And they're like, I thought you knew. Yeah. Especially if they haven't practiced what you've already assigned them. If I have you for long enough, if I have you for a few months, I start to know what I need to, what we need to work on and stuff like that. But if you're brand new, hey, what is it? Akash, right? Am I saying that right? I'm pretty sure I butchered it last time too. But Akash, welcome back. How's it going? We're kind of wrapping things up now, but it's super good. Nice to see you. Yeah, we'll be doing a community masterclass tomorrow. Yes, right. Hey, nice. I don't suck. Yeah, I know. Clark studies for an hour. Next time they'll figure out what to do. Bold of you to assume any of my trombone students could ever play a Clark study, much less. That's a lie. I have like multiple all-state trombone students. That is what ends up happening though. It's like, okay, scales. Here we go. Starting on C. We're going round and fourths. Man. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be doing a community masterclass. So, you know, bring out your notebooks and all that sort of a thing. And then Friday I'll be doing, I guess, a review. It's the title's going to be way more clickbaity. Trombone is fun though. It is. Listen, it is. It always makes me use my ear way more than my actual instruments do. My like normal instruments. So the title is going to be clickbaity. It's going to be like, are these knockoffs as good as the original? But it's really just like I'm sure you guys have seen the like $10 and $15 Pete knockoffs that have been floating around Amazon. I'm going to be reviewing them. I'm just going to see if they're as good as the normal ones, which I can't imagine they're like significantly different. But also like I have to see Terry Warburton on a regular basis, so I'm not going to like, I can't be like, yeah, these are so much better. But I do think the Pete is overpriced. I did ask in the Discord, by the way, if you're not in the Discord, join the conversation. I did ask in the Discord if you think it's overpriced, if you think $50 for that piece of metal is too much. But I'll be doing one of those videos. And then, so I think what we're going to start doing, and I'm sure you all, if you've been like active on the channel, you've kind of seen it. I'm trying to do like a week of an actual video link to Discord. If you do the ! Discord, if you do this thing, you should get it. Oh God. Daddy. Okay, there you go. It's a good tool, but $50 is a lot. That's exactly what I think. And I do think the Pete is better. I mean, I haven't opened them yet. But there you go. There's your link for the Discord. I do think the Pete is better than these knockoffs, but for the price point, you know, I mean, you know, most music students, if they want it, you know, can't afford a $50 chunk of metal. You know, after that, you're like halfway to a mouthpiece. You know? Yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen it kind of in the content schedule. I've been doing essentially like a video that I actually like plan out and script and film and edit and all that sort of a thing. And then the next week I try to do like clips from one of these master classes. That's kind of like the flow I'm going into, because I do want to release weekly videos. And of course, not everybody can catch the live stream and they don't want to watch a whole hour VOD to get like the 20 minutes of actual like content. Of like what I was planning to film. Like for instance, the Euphonium solo tier list video, you know, that was an hour and a half stream that had a 20-minute video in it. Have I ever played trumpet? I'm actually a trumpet failure, believe it or not. I started on trumpet and I played trumpet in 6th and 7th grade, marched trumpet in 8th and 9th grade. I switched to baritone by 8th grade though. But yeah, I'm a failed trumpet player. That's what I got my start on. That's why I guess it's really not at this point in my life. I've been reading both clefs for so long, but I prefer treble clef at all times. I like treble clef. How about you, Akash? What instrument is your primary? But yeah, I started to notice, I wanted to do, I just don't have the time to like film and script and, you know, do original content every single time. So I figure we'll make the most out of some of these like more thought out live streams and like come up with topics and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll be fun. Sometimes they'll be like masterclass type things, stuff like that. And so those will be the every other weeks. And yeah. And, you know, and huge thanks to Patreon people, you know, for they're going to start paying for videos again on Friday. So My primary is tuba, but I play trombone for jazz and sometimes baritone whenever my director lets me play. Nice. That's how a lot of people. I mean, that's how I learned trombone was for jazz for sure. I didn't. Funny enough, though, I didn't play a tuba until like I got hired to teach tuba and euphonium at the University of Tampa in the summer of 2017. That sounds right. There was no tuba or euphonium students at that point. And then fast forward to 2018, we recruited a tuba student. So he confirmed that he was coming to the school in April, and I bought my first tuba that June. And I started learning how to play tuba. So I've been playing tuba now for like 4 years, which I don't think I'm doing all that bad for how little I get to play. I played it a lot at UF, but yeah. But us euphonium players, man, we got to do what we got to do to survive. Here I am getting ready for, trombone audition here. All right, y'all. Hey, good. I mean, we had a lot of good chats and a lot of good. I appreciate you guys, Benjamin and Mondo, if you're still out there listening a little bit, and of course, Low Brass U. I appreciate you guys giving some trombone tips to the poor little valve euphonium kid, and we've had a lot of good chat in between some things. If you haven't already, go ahead and join the Discord. If you want to help the channel grow, join Patreon. And we'll be live again. I forgot what my content schedule says. We'll be live again tomorrow, though. I got a time for you. I think it's a little bit later. Yeah, 4 o'clock. So we'll be live at 4. Doing a 2-hour stream. And then Friday will be the new video. So if you're around tomorrow, come say hi, even if it's just for a portion. But if that's all, you guys, I'm going to head out. I'm going to get ready for this lesson here in about a half hour and clean up this office and get ready for people to be here. The desk is absolutely demolished. So, hey, you guys, have a good one. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see some of you tomorrow. Toodles!